Ki-Jana Hoever was thrust into his Liverpool debut but impressed at Wolves. A rotated Liverpool side crashed out of the FA Cup at the third-round stage for the first time since 2011 on Monday night when they were beaten by fellow Premier League side Wolves. Jurgen Klopp named two youngsters in his starting lineup, Rafael Camacho and Curtis Jones, and 16-year-old Ki-Jana Hoever was forced to come off the bench inside 3 minutes after Dejan Lovren suffered an injury. Here, Sportsmail looks at how each starlet performed on what proved to be a tricky night for the Premier League leaders at Molineux. Ki-Jana Hoever was probably just getting comfortable on the bench and wondering what he could do to impress if he was given an opportunity to shine when the call came. He could not have imagined he'd be thrown into the game after 3 minutes, but Lovren's problem ensured that happened. Straight into central defense alongside Fabinho, who is a defensive midfielder by trade, he looked comfortable on the ball and showed why he is thought of so highly. In fact, he looked at ease on the pitch as he fizzed passes through the lines. That confidence sometimes led to him abandoning his position, which forced Klopp to bellow from the bench to keep him in place. For all his encouraging play though, there were signs of his inexperience. After 61 minutes, Hoever almost endured a nightmare when he dawdled on the ball and nearly allowed Jimenez to rob him off possession and sneak in to score a third goal. Just 4 minutes later, the youngster stepped out from defense with the ball at his feet and was dispossessed, leading to a chance for the hosts that they didn't take. But it was in the 84th minute that we saw exactly what Klopp loves about the Dutchman. With composure and bravery in abundance, Hoever started a move way back in his own box. He won the ball before embarking on a winding run that saw him beat 3 men before sending a teammate on his way in attack. Rafael Camacho. The first half was a baptism of fire for the Portuguese youngster. Deployed on the right side of a back four, he really struggled to cope with his defensive duties. He was often caught too far up the pitch and out of position as Diogo Jota and Ruben Vinagre continuously exploited the acres of space in the channel. We've become accustomed to seeing Liverpool's full-backs raid forward to provide width when Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah cut inside from their offensive positions. However, Camacho failed to take advantage of the overload he could have created against Wolves' wing-backs. He failed to strike a relationship with Xherdan Shaqiri all game as the right side struggled to create anything of note. Camacho is reportedly wanted by Sporting Lisbon, where he spent some time during his youth career, while the Liverpool Echo also claims several championship clubs have asked about the 18-year-old. It may be best if he went out on loan to develop his defensive game at first-team level. Curtis Jones, one of the standout performers on Liverpool's pre-season tour of the United States, Jones' long wait for a competitive bow finally came to an end. The midfielder, still only 17, is one of the brightest prospects in the academy and is the latest talent to rise from the streets of Merseyside to Melwood. But on Monday night he struggled to have any impact on the game. Jones often found himself having to come into the congested midfield area to get on the ball and was too easily dispossessed. There was one moment of inspiration though as he drifted in between two defenders and delivered an inviting cross into the box. Unfortunately it evaded his teammates and fell into the goalkeeper's arms. That pretty much summed up his night. He was limited once again in the early stages of the second half and was one of those to make way as Klopp threw on Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino in the hope of salvaging something.